Colin McRae died in a shocking and scary way that shocked the whole world. As his car jumped over rough terrain, the tension grew and people couldn't take their eyes off of it. In this video, we will take a look at Colin McRae's shocking last moments right before his death that are going to terrify you. Colin McRae, a legendary Scottish rally driver, and his 5-year-old son Johnny were among 4 people killed in a helicopter crash on September 15, 2007. McRae had a lifelong love for the sport, and he made his debut at the age of 18. His talent was immediately apparent to spectators, and he quickly rose to the top of the Scottish Rally Championship. The teenage rally driver's goal came true when, just 1 year after joining the team, he secured his first podium finish at the rally in New Zealand, proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that he was destined for greatness on the international scene. The crowning achievement of Colin McRae's career was his 1995 victory in the World Rally Championship. This achievement cemented his place in motorsports history, but his legacy extends far beyond his 25 WK rally victories. McRae was known for his fearless driving style and incredible car control, often pushing his car to the limit. On the return flight to McRae's home in Jerviswood near Lanark, he was joined by his 5-year-old son Johnny, Ben Porcelli, his 6-year-old friend, and Graham Duncan, a family friend. Duncan filmed much of the trip with a camcorder. According to the report, the passengers appeared to enjoy the maneuvers, as camcorder footage showed much laughter and shouting. However, less than a minute after the camcorder was turned off, the helicopter's main rotor blade collided with a pine tree while close to the Mousewater Valley ground, and the helicopter subsequently collided with an oak tree and crashed to the ground. The crash happened around 150 feet away from where the helicopter was meant to land, close to McRae's house. Several people, including locals of Lanark, testified that they saw a helicopter fly above McRae's house and into the valley of Mousewater, which was located on the north side of town. The whir of the rotor blades could be heard as the helicopter lifted off, but as it sped away, it was evident that something was amiss. Fear spread as the helicopter plunged swiftly and sped towards the ground. McRae did all he could to retake control, but it was too late, and a thunderous explosion sounded. After crashing into a heavily wooded region at the base of a steep slope, the helicopter caught fire and was completely destroyed. The crash site was a horrific spectacle when rescue workers arrived. The helicopter had crashed with such force that it was clear there would be no survivors. And as rescuers approached the scene, the grim reality of the situation was hard to accept. But do you know what went wrong that took the shape of a terrible accident? The findings of the inquiry into the tragic helicopter crash were released, and they painted a clear picture of what went wrong, according to Sheriff Nicholas Stewart, who presided over the inquiry for over 2 weeks. The deaths of the passengers could have been avoided if McRae had not engaged in risky, low-level flying when it was not necessary. The sheriff's written statement emphasized that there were no operational or logistical reasons for McRae to fly the helicopter to Mouse Valley. In addition, the sheriff also noted that McRae did not have the necessary training and experience to navigate through such difficult terrain, making his decision to do so unreasonable. The helicopter crashed because it deviated from its planned flight path and landed in the trees along the valley. McRae tried to land the helicopter safely in Mouse Valley to prevent the collision, but the helicopter's speed and location rendered it impossible. When interviewed, Ben Porcelli's parents, Karen and Mark, said they never gave Mr. McRae permission to take their kid on the helicopter. Colin McRae's father, Jimmy McRae, spoke to the media after the crash, describing his son as a great champion and a great man. He also paid tribute to the other occupants of the helicopter, saying that the families of the other people involved in the accident are devastated and our thoughts and condolences are with them. On September 26, 2007, the funeral of rally driver Colin McRae and his son Johnny was held at Daldowie Crematorium near Glasgow, Scotland. About 2,100 people attended the service, including some well-known figures from the sports world, such as Formula One champion Jackie Stewart, IndyCar champion Dario Franchitti, and Scottish national soccer team captain Barry Ferguson, to say goodbye to the rally champion. Colin and Johnny McRae were cremated in the same casket on Sunday, September 30th. Colin McRae's untimely death was a shock to the motorsports community. His unparalleled presence, skill behind the wheel, and fearless attitude made him a beloved icon among fans around the world. What do you think about his tragic passing? Leave your thoughts in the section below.